Royal and humble greetings to each and every one. On this video, we're going to be taking a journey into the life of Ntsikana, the first Christian convert among the Xhosa people. We'll uncover a story of a man who bridged the gap between tradition and Christianity. A man that shaped the future of Christianity among Xhosa communities, translating biblical terms into isiXhosa language. Ntsikana was born around 1780 in the Thyume Valley, north of Alice. His father was Gaba of the Gcikha clan, a councillor to the Gcakabe king, King Nxele. It is said that when Ntsikana was around 7 years old, he was adopted by Noyika, the great wife of Gaba, who only had a daughter but no sons. Therefore, Ntsikana became Gaba's heir at the great place in the Thyume Valley, where he spent most of his early life. His life was rooted in Xhosa traditions, marked by circumcision, polygamy, and a talent for oration, singing, and dancing. Now, it is said that Ntsikana's first contact with Christianity was when he went to initiation school in 1800. This was just a year after John van der Kemp, a missionary of the London Missionary Society, had arrived among the Western amaXhosa and was permitted to set up his camp near Nxele's great place, and became an attraction to the people who had many opportunities to hear him preach and discussed his new teachings with him. When van der Kemp left, none of the people were converted, but his words may have had an influence on Ntsikana. As a young man, Ntsikana had two wives, Nonsonda and Nomanto, and they settled between Ked River and the Pedi district around 1811, where they lived a normal life. Now, it is said that Ntsikana had a spiritual awakening while observing his ox, seeing a bright light. Later, during a traditional dance, a wind started while he was dancing and stopped with his movements. His true commitment to Christianity happened after meeting James Reed and Joseph Williams in 1816, who provided him with scriptural teachings. Unable to travel with them, Ntsikana patiently waited for Joseph Williams, eventually moving closer to a new mission station, where he visited Williams each Saturday to receive instructions and stayed until Sunday to join in worship. After full conversion, he abandoned polygamy and established Christian communities in the Makhanda Valley and around Somerset East, Durban and King Williamstown, influencing leaders like King Nxele and Old Soga. Now, we all know who King Nxele was, the ruler of the Gcakabe nation, son of King Mlawu, who was the son of King Gcakabe, son of King Phalo of the right-hand house of the Xhosa kingdom. Some of King Nxele's sons included Tyali, Maqoma, Sandile, who was heir to the throne. So by influencing King Nxele, that meant that Ntsikana had way more access to the people than the missionaries. And more people were starting to relate with his teachings. Some historians say that Ntsikana might have converted more Xhosa people to Christianity than the actual missionaries. This led King Nxele to allow more missionaries that would later build churches and schools. These include Lovedale, Helltown, St. Matthews, and Fort Hare University, that went on to become the legacy of education to all people of Africa. Now, looking at Old Soga, he was the father of Reverend Tio Soga, a black South African missionary who became an outstanding example of the transformation or conversion of an African. He also played a big role in translating biblical terms into isiXhosa and went on to write popular hymns like Lizalise Idinga Lakho Nkosi, just to name a few. Ntsikana's teachings reflected both missionary doctrine and Xhosa tradition, creating a unique synthesis that resonated with the people. Ntsikana's impact extended beyond his lifetime, composing the first Xhosa hymns, including Ingoma engqukuva, Ulo Thixomkulu, just to name a few. These hymns became a cornerstone for Xhosa Christian worship. Ntsikana faced opposition from fellow prophet Nxele, who rejected Christianity and resisted European influence. Now Nxele, who was mostly known as Makhanda, was born near the coast around 1780 in the Utenake area. His father was of the Engqukuva clan and his mother was a Khoi of the Ngqukuva clan. After the death of his father, he grew up with his mother and was strongly influenced by her mother's village Khoi traditions. Makhanda was a Xhosa indigenous doctor, and he served as a top advisor to Chief Nxele. His rivalry with Ntsikana mirrored the conflict between traditional beliefs and the foreign concept of Christianity. Ntsikana's response, in his own words, was that Nxele has turned upside down. Why does he mislead people? Ntsikana also experienced internal conflicts between indigenous belief system, inkolo yakwaNtu, and amaXhosa identified Christianity as inkolo yasemzini. Ntsikana also acknowledged that Christianity demanded exclusivity, meaning that he had to do away with Xhosa traditional beliefs. But his message was unique, a blend of traditional Xhosa beliefs with Christian ideas, and a call to submit to God for peace and protection. He also foresaw historical events like the defeat of Nxele by Thyume at the Battle of Omalinde in 1818. Despite the turbulent times, Ntsikana continued spreading his message of faith until his passing in 1821, requesting a Christian burial, marking a profound shift in his life's journey. Unfortunately, his memorial faced challenges during political protests. However, in 2002, it was officially restored, and Ntsikana's legacy lives on in the Cat River Valley, and his recruits numbered people who would later be prominent in Xhosa history. Now that was Saint Ntsikana, or Ntsikana Ongcwele, the first Xhosa Christian convert who tried to adapt Christianity to African culture. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Until the next one, thank you for watching.